After we get a data with good quality, we need to interpret the data. Actually, we have introduced how we interpret the data in previous slides. Now here we will introduce some other things. First, after we get the data, we can import the data into our case method software, PDAR, and we can see the testing plots, F and ZV plot, and wave up, a wave up and wave down. And also we can see other plots here we can choose. Just switch to other plots. And if we click on selection or choose to display, we can see all the parameters that case method software has calculated. We may choose which to show on the left side of the screen. On the screen, we can show at most 15 parameters at one time. So you need to check those you want to show. Here are the explanation of the parameters, the commonly used and not commonly used. So here I would explain them one by one. Fmx is the maximum force at the pile head. Actually, it's the average of the two sensors at the time t1. We know t1 is the first peak of the velocity. And similarly, Vmx is the maximum velocity at the pile head. It is also the average of v1 and v2. Dmx is the maximum displacement of the pile head. It is calculated by like this. It's accumulated using v, and dfn is the final displacement of the pile head. We could take it as the final set of the pile, but actually remember, it is not the real set of the pile. It is calculated from the velocity. So there might be some error. EMX is the maximum energy transferred into the pile. It is calculated like this using F times Vt and accumulate. We can get the energy. WD1, WU2 is the reading on the wave down plot at time t1 and the wave up plot at time t2. It is calculated using the formula of wave down and wave up. The reason we put it here is because that we need to use it to calculate the case method capacity that we have discussed before. CSX, TSX is the maximum compression stress and maximum tension stress, and we have explained before. BTA is the beta value. It is the value for pile integrity. RSP is the case method standard capacity. Rmax is the maximum case method capacity. VVmax, actually it is the Vmx times impedance. AMX is the maximum acceleration of the pile head. FT1, FT2 is the averaged force at T1 and T2. STK, the stroke of diesel hammer, it's calculated and it's usually used for diesel hammer. VT1, VT2, similar to FT1 and FT2, is the averaged velocity at time t1 and t2. F over ZV, it's F over ZV at time t1. BPM, it is the calculated blow per minute. RTL is the total resistance. It includes static and dynamic resistance. It is used to calculate the case method capacity. RCU, we have explained, it is compensated case method capacity. MEX, it is the maximum strain of the strain sensors. LDT, it's the damage location to the sensor. It is combined used with the BTA value. CSI, it is related to CSX. It's also the maximum compression stress for the pile, but it is the bigger one of the two strain sensors. CTN, TSN is the maximum tension force and the tension stress within 2L over C. CTX is the maximum tension force for the whole data. These we have discussed before when we explained the maximum tension stress, TSX. F1 max, F2 max, V1 max, V2 max is maximum force and velocity for F1 and F2 at T1 and V1, V2 at time T1. F1 max over F2 max, V1 max over V2 max is used to check the eccentricity problem. If the eccentricity is very serious, then F1 over F2 may be very small or very big. For example, F1 over F2 is 1. That means there is no eccentricity. But F1 over F2 max, if it's like 2 or 3 or even bigger, that means there is obvious eccentricity problem.